Hello everyone and welcome back to social science class. Today we will read the first chapter of geography, that is resources. In this chapter we will read about what is resource, classification of resources, conservation of resources and the sustainable development. Children, you all know very well that nature has given us so many things like mountains, air, land, water, minerals, etc. These all things are known as gifts of nature and they are given to us to fulfill our needs. So, due to the technology, ideas, knowledge, skills, and discoveries in the passage of time, human beings converted these gifts of nature into useful substance and they become resources. So we can say that anything which helps us to satisfy our need is known as resource. Like water has always been there, but its utility to manufacture electricity was not always known. When people realized that water can be used to produce electricity, water became a resource in a new way. So, we can say that whenever utility and value is added to any substance, that substance become resource. Now I will tell you about the types of resources. Resources are broadly classified into three types. First one is natural resources, second one is human made resources, and the third one is human resources. Natural resources, as the name itself shows, they are given to us by nature like land, air, water, soil, minerals, natural vegetation, and fossil fuels come under the natural resources. Among them, some resources we can use directly and some we have to process before using them. So, the utility of any natural resource is determined by some factors like the form in which it occurs, the place where it occurs, the efforts needed to process it, and the cost of processing it. Now, natural resources are further classified on the basis of some certain points like on the basis of origin, they are classified into biotic resources and abiotic resources. Biotic resources are also known as living things because they have ability to reproduce like plants, microorganisms, animals and human beings comes under biotic resources. They are also known as renewable resources. Abiotic resources are non-living things. Land, water, air, minerals, and power resources are abiotic resources. These resources can be exhausted if we use them excessively, and their total reserve cannot be increased by human efforts. Thus, they are also known as non renewable resources. On the basis of development, resources are classified into potential resources and actual or developed resources. Potential resources are those resources whose total available quantity is not known at present and they are not using at present by us, but they are very important for our future generation, like uranium deposit found in Ladakh. Actual or developed resources are those resources whose total quantity and quality are at present known, and surveys generally help us to find out their reserves on the surface of the earth. Like windmills were earlier earlier potential resources, but nowadays they are known as actual or developed resources. A number of windmills are installed in different parts of the world to harness wind energy, like in some parts of Tamil Nadu and Netherlands. On the basis of renewability, resources are classified into renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources can be renewed by reproduction. They can also be renewed by physical, mechanical or chemical processes, and these resources are found on the surface of the earth in unlimited quantity, and these resources are also known as inexhaustible resources like solar energy and wind energy. Water is the most important renewable resource on the surface of the earth. Non-renewable resources whose available quantity is not fixed, like minerals and fossil fuels, they are also called exhaustible resources because once we used them, then they end up and they take a very long time for regenerate. Now, on the basis of distribution, resources are classified into ubiquitous resources and localized resources. Ubiquitous resources are those resources which are found everywhere, like air and sunlight, and localized resources are those resources whose actual quantity is found at some certain places, like gold, silver, coal, copper, etc. Now, second part of resources are human made resources. Human made resources are those resources which are created by human beings through their knowledge and skills. Human beings develop with the help of technology so many things like roads, buildings, vehicles and machineries for our day to day life. Such resources comes under human made resources. Now, human resources in which human beings comes, and they are capable of making the best use of natural resources through their knowledge, skills and technology. Education and good health have helped human being to become a valuable resource. Now I will tell you about conservation of resources. Conservation of resources means protection of resources and to save resources. Earlier, population on the earth was very low, so it was not necessary to save them. But nowadays, due to the ever increasing population, our demand is increasing and we should always conserve the resources. Using resources carefully without wasting them is called conservation of resources, because we have to conserve them for our future generation also. And using resources at present properly and saving them for the future generation and without damaging the environment, this type of development is known as sustainable development. So, it is our moral duty to conserve resources on the surface of the earth because they are very important for the development of any nation. Now, we can also contribute in the sustainable development by switching off lights when not needed, by recycling things and using them again and again, and in many more ways. We should always conserve resources because nature has given us so many things to satisfy our need. These things are only for our needs, not for our greed. So it's our moral duty. Now have a look onto sum up points, and I think you all have understood about the resources and their importance, and this video will definitely help you all to understand the chapter better. Thank you.